There are many great British rock bands that have had a significant impact on music throughout history. It's difficult to pick one that is the best of all time. However, some of the most popular and influential British rock bands of all time include the following. 1. The Beatles. The Beatles were a British rock band formed in Liverpool, England in 1960. They consisted of John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. They were discovered by Brian Epstein in 1962, who became their manager. They released a string of hit albums and singles throughout the 1960s, becoming an international sensation and influencing a cultural phenomenon known as Beatlemania. Their music was known for its innovative songwriting, musicianship, and their influence on the counterculture of the 1960s. They officially disbanded in 1970, but their music continues to be celebrated and influential today. 2. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin was a British rock band formed in 1968. The band consisted of Robert Plant vocals, Jimmy Page guitar, John Paul Jones bass, keyboard, and John Bonham drums. They released 9 studio albums throughout their career, known for their heavy guitar-driven sound, powerful vocals of Plant, and elaborate live shows. They sold over 300 million records worldwide and were considered one of the most successful and influential bands of all time, cited as a major influence on many other rock bands. Led Zeppelin was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995, and their legacy continues to be celebrated today. 3. The Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones is a British rock band formed in London in 1962. Originally consisting of Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Brian Jones, Ian Stewart, Charlie Watts, and Bill Wyman. The band's early music was heavily influenced by the blues. They quickly gained popularity in the UK and Europe, and in the US after appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. They released a string of hit albums and singles throughout the 1960s and 1970s, known for their distinctive sound, wild live performances, and image as a bad boy band. They have sold over 200 million records worldwide and are active to this day, and inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1989 and the UK Music Hall of Fame in 2004. 4. Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is a British rock band formed in London in 1965. Originally consisting of Syd Barrett, Nick Mason, Roger Waters, Richard Wright, and Bob Close. Syd Barrett left the band in 1968 due to mental health issues and was replaced by David Gilmour as the lead vocalist and guitarist. The band's early music was heavily influenced by blues and psychedelic rock. They released several albums throughout their career, most notably The Dark Side of the Moon in 1973, which is one of the best-selling albums of all time. They were known for their elaborate live shows, political and philosophical lyrics, and criticism of the political and social issues of the time. The band officially disbanded in 1995, but their music continues to be celebrated and their influence is still felt today. 5. Queen. Queen is a British rock band formed in London in 1970. The band consisted of Freddie Mercury, Brian May, John Deacon, and Roger Taylor. They released several albums throughout their career, gaining worldwide fame with the release of A Night at the Opera in 1975, which featured the hit single Bohemian Rhapsody. They were known for their theatrical live shows and for the powerful vocals of Freddie Mercury. Their music was diverse in style, incorporating elements of hard rock, heavy metal, pop, and classical music. Sadly, Freddie Mercury passed away in 1991, but the band continues to tour and perform under the name Queen Plus. And the band's music continues to be celebrated, and their influence on the music industry is still felt today. This is just a small sample of the many great British rock bands of all time, and there are many other bands that could also be considered among the greatest. Did you favorite made the list? Comment below, and as always, see you next time on Know It.